A fossil Pokemon museum is coming to North America in 2026 after its debut in Japan. This special exhibition, which compares the fake Pokemon fossils with the real-life world fossils, is coming to Chicago's Field Museum on May 22, 2026. It'll be the first time the exhibition travels beyond Japan, but unfortunately it's only going to be in Chicago. Maybe if this museum really does well this time, they could open up to other cities too. The purpose was to teach fans and visitors about paleontology through Pokemon. But paleontology is like the branch of science concerned with fossil animals and plants. That encapsulates Pokemon perfectly, which is why this museum is just so fitting for the whole Pokemon franchise and showing all these exhibitions. And interested parties can expect the exhibit to stay active between 1 to 4 months. That's exactly why like the Pokemon games also have museums inside, like the Pokemon Emerald games, the Anorith and the Leap, where they could evolve from these stones. All the way from Gen 1 to like Gen 8, there's always been like fossil Pokemon, like Aerodactyl and the Helix fossil, Dome fossil, so it's very very cool. The museum will have Pokemon models side by side with extinct life forms. This includes dinosaurs like Sue the T-Rex and the Chicago Archaeopteryx, next to the fossil Pokemon like Tyrantrum and Archeops, which is so cool because these Pokemon actually look very similar to the real dinosaurs. Like Archaeopteryx, the name is exactly from the Archeops Pokemon. So it's like this Pokemon actually existed like in the ancient times. And by the way, Sue the T-Rex, the reason why this is so amazing is that Sue the T-Rex is one of the largest, best preserved dinosaur fossils. It just looks so sick. The Tyrantrum Pokemon is going to be next to the Sue the T-Rex. And Archeops doesn't actually look like the real bird. It still is like a flying type. They both like connected to each other. And also in this museum, you're also able to compare some bone structures. So it's like the Pokemon bones and the real life dinosaur. If you are far from Chicago or Japan, the Pokemon Company has made it possible to see the Pokemon Fossil Museum from home. So there will be a virtual tour exhibits and collections of real Pokemon fossils, from a Tyrannosaurus to a Tyrantrum. By the way, Yan, Mega, and Mamoswine are also included. And let's just take a look at these pictures real quick. The ones in Japan. This was already in Japan, but this is the first time where an exhibition is stepping out of Japan to North America. So the entrance is basically like this. We see this fossil museum. It's like the real life elements are connected to like these Pokemon. It's just so cool. Like they designed it so similarly. We see Aurorus, Aerodactyl, Tyrantrum, and then the T-Rex right here. And then there's also the sea creatures, obviously. Anorith, Kabutops. You could see there's actually Pokemon professors here. They were like custom made just for this museum. This one kind of looks like Professor Elm if you look at it closely, and this one over here we see Omante right there, like the shell. It's actually very cool that they have like the real Pokemon. It's like cute, honestly. They're just putting it on the shelf, like the turtle. And then there's also obviously this big Aerodactyl with Pikachu on top. Pikachu is like the explorer here. He's always the main character in every single thing related to Pokemon, so obviously Pikachu is like everywhere. But there's also a no touching sign, so we can't just step in there and just hug the Aerodactyl, but we could still take a picture next to it. Yeah, so these are the professors. They're teaching us, and this is a professor's lab, or is it like a Pokemon center? Oh wait, there's also a Pokemon cave too, so it's very cool. It's like they're explaining, maybe this will be in English in North America, but they're probably like explaining where they got the fossils from and how the whole decomposition process works. And this is actually the real life fossil in real life. Like this is so cool. I really wish I could get to see this in real life and like vlog it. But yeah, this is also like a comparison. Like this is the latest like Kanto game. Hopefully one day Gen 10 it could include these fossils again. Generation 10. They've been thinking about like including some Kanto stuff. But there's also a Pokemon Red, like the classic gray screen, the Game Boy Color. There's also Amante once again. There's two versions. There's like one small one and then this huge one. I think this is the evolution form, and we could see Kabutops all the way in the corner. That actually looks pretty creepy. It looks like the Grim Reaper. It's in a glass, unfortunately. I really wish it wasn't in a glass because I kind of want to touch it, you know? Alright, and then next is this weird sea creature. It kind of looks like an octopus. There's like a question mark symbol. Once again, this is like the Generation 4, the Sinnoh fossil Pokemon. We see this once again. Kabutops close up. Wow, it just looks so cool. It's like engraved in stone. I think this is stone. And there's also like some biography, like facts on the Pokédex, like the backgrounds of these Pokemon that were originated from fossils. And we got Aerodactyl right there. Oh hey, this is also the fossil Pokemon. I don't know if this was from Sun and Moon or X and Y. Or actually it was in Emerald. I don't remember. No, I remember, I think this was one of the cool Pokemon. And there's also like stuff here. This is the main cool part. This is Tyrantrum, I'm pretty sure, and this is the T-Rex, guys. It's so cool. Like, they're just standing side by side each other. I think this will look way bigger in real life. From the picture, it looks kind of small, but it's probably because it's like distorted, like the filters and the camera angle. But yeah, this looks amazing. There's also like video footage that I've been showing throughout this video. Some people actually went all the way to Japan to film this, which is also like something you could watch online. While the Pokemon Fossil Museum is expected to be a grand success in the States, another museum in Amsterdam isn't experiencing the same fortune. The Van Gogh Museum fired employees related to a Pokemon exhibition regarding the boxes of cards and passing on restricted information. The exhibit features Pokemon drawn in the style of Vincent van Gogh, and as an added treat, visitors could collect a limited edition trading card. But this trading card was like so hectic. I remember when the news came out, like so many people going crazy. They were going fanatic over this Pikachu, like gray felt hat card. Honestly, it looks pretty cool. It looks like the Mona Lisa, and I get why the people want to take it. But it's honestly just crazy what Pokemon has transformed this whole museum. So many people are going crazy over Pokemon, even just the cards itself. Imagine this museum now, the Pokemon Fossil Museum. Imagine the scalpers just coming in and taking the museum, taking the huge dinosaur statue, like they just take the Tyrantrum, or they take one of the fossils. I hope one day a Pokemon zoo exists. Since we already have like the museum, why not just make a zoo as well? I mean, zoos, this one is gonna be kind of hard because sometimes most Pokemon, they're based off of animals that are like extinct and just previously existed. They're prehistoric. They're not actually like existed like in the present day, like those dinosaurs and the sea creatures. They're mostly like made up, but some of them are actually real. Caterpie is like based off of the green caterpillar, and Drowsy was based on a tapir, which actually exists in real life. So they could just bring together all these Pokemon, and like turtles, like the blue turtles based on Tortuga. I don't know if there's actually blue turtles in real life, but stuff like that, like a Magikarp. I mean, you could base it off of real life carp. I really hope one day like they can make this Pokemon zoo and like merge the Pokemon designs and put like Pokemon exhibits where they also give information about like Pokédexes, their Pokédex entries. And you could basically be like a Pokemon trainer, like collect them all. Like just imagine you bring a bag or Pokeballs, like portable stuff, and then you put those animals in. You're like, you gotta catch them all. No more Pokemon Go. This is the real Pokemon Pokédex completion challenge. If a Pokemon zoo were to exist, that would be just hilarious. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this museum. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.